guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm not going to be doing too much because this is how I'm dressed and it's very hot out. It's in the 80s today, so I felt like being a little girly today. But so we're going to do something a little ghetto today. So we've had, what we've explained a little bit before is we've had a little bit of issues with the truck deciding to misfire a lot and then sputter out and die. And so
it's burned up a lot of ignition control modules, like 5.
Yeah, it's burnt up a lot of them. And so we took the multimeter to everything and we've been trying to figure out exactly what's up, because obviously after the first couple control modules went out, we know that it's not those, it's something else, and we just kept replacing it hoping that we could still have the love running. But we've been trying to pretty much diagnose exactly what's wrong that's making these control modules go out, and we're leaning towards exhaust heat because right now we're running open headers, and this is where we come into quite an issue, and this is where it's going to get a little ghetto. The headers come out right at the frame. We could get custom headers, which we plan on doing, but it's just not in the price range for this moment. It's like $300 something just for these custom headers, and that's fine and all, but we're not going to focus on that right this moment. So currently, since they come out at the headers, we're going to my uncle just drove by. We're going to take, can I see that real quick? So this is where it gets ghetto.
Flex pipe.
Yep, we're going to take some flex pipe and we're going to see if we can get it to clear the headers, so that we can get some of the heat out of the engine bay and see if maybe that'll solve the issue of the control modules going out. Thinking they just might be getting burnt up. So I'll bring you guys along for the process and we'll see if it actually helps, because we sure hope it does, but we have no idea at this point. We're just at a loss. So it's a little hard to tell, but you can see where the header comes off, right down here. There's about a couple inches, and that's where the frame's at on this side. And it's about the same. I mean, we've got some room, but not enough that we can clear an actual exhaust at this point. I mean, it's very... Alright, so you can kind of see here, like under the truck, that this is the frame right here. That's where the exhaust manifold comes out. There's just literally no room. So, yeah, I don't know where you could really fit an exhaust under here, to be honest, but we're gonna see what we can do. So yeah, over here on the driver's side where I was just showing you, I don't really know how we're gonna be able to even fit that flex pipe or whatever it is. There's just literally no room. Even if we do get custom headers, I really don't know what we'll be able to do, because there's just no clearance whatsoever. The frame is just right there.
So for the custom headers that we're going to be getting, they actually have a jig with the love frame with the exact engine in it that we're running. So it would be made specifically for this engine and frame combination.
But I'm hoping that we'll be able, by eliminating the amount of heat that we get in the engine bay, that it will actually run and we'll stop going through control modules like no other. But at the same time, if that coil is already fried, which I imagine it already is, this might get us nowhere at the moment. But once we get a new one of those, hopefully this will solve the issue and we'll stop going through control modules literally every couple days. But I guess we'll find out, one thing at a time, I guess. All right, so it is the next day now. We ended up running into some issues with how we were gonna route it, and I think we figured it out now. So I'll go ahead and show you what we're thinking and how we're gonna have it exit. We just didn't have too much clearance, as I've shown you before, and so it kind of gave us some issues, but we ended up figuring it out with that flex pipe or whatever, and so I'll go ahead and show you how that's going. All right, so you can't really tell too much from where it sits, but the flex pipe's in now, and it is up there if you can tell. So that's what it looks like from up here. You can see where it exits out right here. We will end up changing the angle up, and we'll be doing a lot more with probably having it exit more out towards the side of the vehicle, but for now, this is how it sits.
So right now, it's exiting a little bit farther, pointing down farther than we would really like, but as soon as we get it actually mounted in, then we are going to be able to adjust the angle a lot more. We might be able to get a little bit longer of a flex pipe and make it work a little bit better.
So this is how it's positioned on the truck right now. It's just shooting out right there. It is jacked up so we can kind of see it a little bit better. It's not going to stay 100% like this, and we will be adjusting the angle quite a bit. But for now, I mean, it does the job since we're basically just trying to eliminate the amount of heat in the engine bay from running open headers. So yeah, so Kyler's gonna go ahead and lower it real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like, how little clearance we have, because it's gonna be pushing off right at the ground. I mean, you can tell it's just right there, so we might angle it up a little bit more, to be honest, but since it's flex pipe, we just kind of have to bend it a little bit and it'll work out pretty good.
As soon as it gets fully mounted in, we'll be able to adjust the angle and how we want it to sit a lot better.
Yep. So that's how it is right now. Right, so we just angled it a little bit different now. This is how I think we're gonna end up leaving it for now. So it's not too close to the ground now. It's still pretty close, but it's angled a little bit better. And instead of being shooting out right at the ground, it's angled back a little bit more.
All right, so it's not going to end up working with the fender exit, sadly, because there's not enough room behind the tire and in between the firewall. So if we ever do want to do a fender exit, then more than likely it's going to have to be in front of the tire. Honestly, I'm not too sure how I feel about that. It's not a preferred way for me, at least. But we got the flex pipe mounted. We need to get a header collector kit in and be able to make a permanent mount on it. Then we can angle it a little bit better. Might be able to get a little bit longer of a flex pipe and get more options available. That's kind of where it sits right now, but it's what we have to work with, so we're gonna see how that works for now and go from there.
That is it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We will be back with more plans regarding this exhaust in the future pretty soon, but for right now this is where it's gonna end up sitting. But if you enjoyed this video, give me a like so I know to make more like these, and subscribe to my channel and tap that bell so you get notified every time I post, because I upload every Tuesdays and Fridays. And that is it. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a good one.